What's cracking, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. New video. So it was just brought to my attention right now, literally like 2 minutes ago, that another channel, and I'm not gonna name names. You guys know what's going on right now. Wes Watson's going to prison, so now the new bad guy is gonna be Dubs, right? I get it. I get the play. But somebody asked me a question regarding another content creator that now all of a sudden, he hates me. We had a falling out several months back. You've never heard me say anything. You've never heard me talk bad about this person. I literally sent thousands of people to that person. But you see, I never said nothing. Now, I guess he mentioned me in a comment or in his video, right? I don't watch any of his stuff. I guess he mentioned me about me feeling sorry for, I don't know, I guess that I felt sorry for Wes or something like that, right? And so somebody asked me in the comments last night, and in a rush, I didn't pay attention to how I wrote it. But I wrote that has never taken a life. And it's so ridiculous to me that people are trying to act as if that's glorifying what I've done. I've never glorified it. I've literally had probably 5-10 videos where I've talked about my case. I don't know how many videos it is. And I always talk about how fucked up that lifestyle is, right? That's basically what that big channel is about. Pointing out to people how ugly it really is, right? Now, when I said that this individual has never taken a life, what I meant was this. When you've taken a life and you've learned from that horrible decision, you do have empathy. You have a different type of empathy. That's what I was talking about. Now, he can make 50 videos about me now. That's fine. But I'll be damned if I'm going to be worried about another individual who's worried about a 52-year-old man who drinks 3-4 times a week in his home. I no longer rob people. I no longer take lives. I no longer hurt people. But I'm a grifter. I beg for money. Then everybody on TikTok begs for money, right? Don't just pick and choose. Everybody. The whole platform is full of just bums and losers, right? Hopefully none of your subscribers are on TikTok doing content creation because you're bad-mouthing them too. I went from a life of criminality, of violence, to a man of peace. For someone who's never lived that lifestyle, for someone that's not even in that genre, to decide to hate Dubs, I would like to ask you guys to just really think about that. How could someone in the genre of just roast, right? Because I have two channels, the roasting channel, and I'm in that same genre with this individual in the roasting atmosphere, right? And yet he talks about my prison genre, my prison content. He talks about a 52-year-old man who is a productive member of society after giving the state of California 27 years of incarceration because of all the dumb bullshit choices that I chose to make. I'm a success story. Hate me if you want to. I can't be worried about it. I'm not caught up in this whole internet. Let's argue over everything. Listen, you want to be right? Be right. You want to talk about me? Talk about me. I'm not going to waste my energy. I'm not going to waste my time. And I have crashed out a few times. And for these holier than thou individuals who have no trolls, hopefully you never get 5, 10, 15 different channels making daily content about everything you do, lying about you, lying about your family. Because who knows? After about a year or two of that every day, you might actually be human and respond. It's always easy for those who aren't going through something to judge someone. I know what I've been through in life. I know what I've done in life. I know who I am. So I'm going to continue doing my content. I'm not going to be concerned whatsoever with what anybody on this internet has to say about me. You do you, I'll do me, and you'll be worried about what I'm doing. And I'm not just talking about one person when I say that. I'm talking about all the people who are so invested in what Dubs has to say. They're not invested in the truth, though. They're invested in a lie. You know, it's funny that people in my daily life, when a lot of this stuff started popping up, they're like, what the fuck? Like, these motherfuckers don't even know you. I'm like, yeah. And we keep it pushing. And so we never discuss it. I literally, once I had a falling out with this individual, back to this guy real quick. Once I had a falling out with this dude, I unsubscribed and I tapped the 3 dots and I put not interested in this channel. It's that simple, people. If you're not into a person or you're not into their content, that's the easiest thing to do. And then you move on and you live your life and you don't have to be worried about negative energy. I mean, it's that simple. But for some reason, and this dude's successful. See, one thing about me is I don't make up stuff about people. I leave that to other people, right? This is a very successful dude. He's funny. He's intelligent. I don't have anything personal against the dude. I wish him, his wife, and they have a baby on the way. I wish them well, right? But I'll be damned if I'm going to do this internet back and forth again. I'm about to be 52 in a couple weeks. What the hell do I look like being worried about somebody worrying about what I do in my home? It's weird, man. It is so weird to me that people don't find it weird that people are obsessed with me. This dude's not obsessed with me, but I'm pretty sure he's going to do at least 5, 10 videos on me. And I'm going to tell you something. Honest truth. About 5 or 6 months ago, maybe a little bit longer, but I'm going to say 6 months, just someone told me, this guy's going to turn on you. At some point, this dude's going to turn on you. And we were still talking, and I was like, nah, he's cool. I remember what it was. They said, hey, how come he's over there in them other, in the all these dudes that are lying on you, how come he's always in their thing, in their chat? And he told me, he's going to turn on you. I said, nah, he's probably just curious because we talk. We're cordial with each other. And then, boom. It hit the fan, and you guys never heard me say nothing. But since you spoke on me in a video, apparently everybody was coming over to my chat. Hey, why is he mad at you? And I was like, I don't know. And again, I said he's never taken a life, not bragging about what I did in my past, but because that gave me a better understanding of how fragile life is and that I should be more empathetic to people. Do I like Wes Watson? Can't stand him. The fact that he beat down Megan made it even worse. See, when his first wife said it, I was just like, man, I didn't badmouth that whole thing. I left that alone. But this time, I chose to speak on it. I do not like Wes Watson. Do I hate him? No. I don't hate anybody. But is it a sad story? It absolutely is. Because I've seen through him from jump. He is the most insecure dude I've probably ever seen. And he tried to mask his insecurities with all these other things. So yeah, it is a sad story. And I've always said, and I'm going to reiterate here, I am all for any ex-convict that gets out of prison and makes money without hurting people, without robbing people. He could have been that. Wes had a story. His story was he was a good kid from a good family that got caught up, made some poor decisions, went to prison, didn't let it break him, came out and made it like that. He made that prison stint the learning experience on how to get ahead in life. And that was his story right there. He would have had good energy. He would have probably had a good woman in his life. And he would have been rich. Instead, he concocted a whole character. The video I did yesterday shows you. He's basically admitting it without admitting it. That he created a whole character while he was in prison. He got out here and he ran with it. But he got lost. I don't believe Wes Watson. If I'm going to be honest with you guys, I don't think Wes Watson's ever going to get out of prison. I think he's going to hurt himself when he gets back. And that's a shame. But at the end of the day, whatever happens, it happened because of his decisions. That's my video for today. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Everybody, please be safe, be smart, and tell the ones you love that you love them. I'm out of here.